So I'm going to make excuses today as to why this is all I'm going to publish. Spent the day driving around and talking people's ears off and getting my ears talked off. It was fun, but I'm really tired. So all I've done is taken a bit of the disorganization away from this area and softened these edges a little bit, hopefully made them a little more interesting. As I discussed before, this needed a bit of work. So I think we're ready now to cut these trunks in with these colors, and then pretty shortly after that we're going to work on the door of the shed. Actually, not the door of the shed, because there is no door for the shed on the shed. It's the doorway. I love to preserve that bit of mystery, you know. I have to indicate a shape or two. I cannot have too many. It has to be very simple, subdued. There has to be a hint of some structure in there, but not much. Anyway, it'll be kind of interesting. And the reason I'm saying that, we don't want too much detail in here, is because look at the size of this, comparatively, you know, compared to the size of the painting. We don't want to get hung up on silly little details. We're adjacent to the focal area. It has to be done reasonably well, at least. Haven't decided. I'll play. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to take it easy for the rest of the day. Talk to you soon, guys. Sorry about the short video. Of course I'm not going to work on the door. Did you think I was serious? Come on. Don't be so silly. The shed, the roof of the shed is still bothering me in strange ways. And it has been all along. I think it might be time to fix that now. I'm going to need to, this is a long, thick, smooth line. It's too thick, especially, you know. I'm going to have to do something about that. I didn't like the way the shed roof came down, and then this little short bit came down and then up without better explanation. I don't want to explain it. I don't want to explain it. So I'm going to straighten it out a little bit and just do that. Because by doing that, suddenly we realize that on the other side of the roof, which is heading this way, it's in the shadow. And I might change it. I don't know. I can talk all I want. It doesn't have to make any sense, I guess. Well, usually it doesn't make any sense. But we have this. And I don't know, for some reason, this kind of right here as well, you know, it's just bothered me, and I probably shouldn't worry about it, but I have my problems. And there's this. I probably shouldn't touch that. Actually, I'm already going to revoke my opinion on the back side of that shed. I'm going to cut into it. I just like it. There's something I like about breaking this up. It just seems too... It just seems too washed out, the roof here in places. What if I were to do that? Is that too many lines? I just felt as though this area wasn't explained thoroughly. Not that you have to, but for some reason I feel the need to. And yes, I'm using a brush for this. In case you were wondering what this was, I thought I'd just tell you that it's a brush. Anyway, sorry, I really wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm not used to not painting at all for a day. And I don't know, I just like painting. I also hate unresolved things. Okay, you know, maybe that'll work. Let me just grab my knife here and we'll go back to some of these colors I had up there. We'll be dealing then with ultramarine blue and raw umber. For a bit of gray. And I don't know that I want more than that. Right there. Yeah. That might be just fine. Okay. So a little bit of weight to that. You know, again, these things seem so minor, and in a way they are. In a way they sure aren't. They may not be as important as I make them to me, but I can't help myself. If it bothers me, I have to do something about it. You know, I wouldn't consider that to be necessarily a good thing. It might just be a symptom. So, whatever. And I want that line. I want that line to be narrower. Right on top. Just like that. And a little broken, that's okay. That's okay too. Okay, is that in general an improvement is the question. I think it is. I'm pretty confident it is. Confident it is. And you know how I go on about that. If you're not going to improve the painting, don't touch it. Or at least you know, if you're not sure you can improve the painting, don't touch it. And I guess you're never 100% sure, but I did feel fairly confident that doing what I'm doing right now would actually help. Maybe I'm being a little too subtle. I'm not sure. Oops. White. A little more white. White. Don't be shy. See, I'm using a little bit colder white on the left than I am on the right. That will still help this side to stay stronger to a degree. Oh, Phil. It's okay to be bold, but do it in a temperate manner. It's good to be bold, but do it in a temperate manner. Don't get all emotional and think you're conducting an orchestra, because you're not. All right. Stop it now. We need to have a bit of a harder line on top there. Okay. It's stand back time. Yeah? Yeah, I don't want that. But we need to go a little bit further. And let's make these colors a little stronger here as well. We're kind of trying to stay with the theme of keeping this a bit rounded, the shadow. That's what I'm shooting for. But I felt that the roof needed more strength, which is why I'm doing this. Okay, that's too much color. We're going to get rid. I threw in a little bit of burnt sienna there for a moment. Briefly. Just for a moment. And almost got too strong. Okay. Now I'm getting cocky, hey? Now I'm getting cocky. Okay, back up before I completely destroy it. Boy, that's very direct sunlight now. Oh my goodness. I'm afraid I went a little bit overboard. No, that's underboard. And now I'm losing all my broad strokes. It's just getting weak in an area that I really shouldn't be getting weak. Yeah. Okay. You're probably yelling at me again. I don't blame you. I deserve it. My shadow goes across here, then let's do something more like that. Now, I hope you're not thinking he would have been best off just leaving it the way it was. But if you are thinking that, I don't blame you. Yeah, it's a pretty strong shadow now. Okay, don't know where that came from. I do, I just was surprised that it happened. Okay, this compared to before I touched it at all tonight, I think in general the roof is good. It's better, it's improved. I'm happy that I got rid of this little funny little dip here. And I know your best time of the day for painting, or my best time of the day for painting, is first thing in the morning. And I'm kind of obliterating that rule right now. I might just cheat a little bit here. I'm painting over so much texture I can't feather things very well right now, and I don't want that to be unfeathered. I think this needs to be soft. Yep, you can call it cheating, because it is. I'm okay with that. There. That's better. In fact, I don't think I'm going to touch that at all anymore. I think we're good. Okay, that's it. My goodness. Honestly, that's it. That's all I'm doing. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is the door. Unless we don't. In which case I'm wrong. Then you know I'm a pathological liar, so I guess we'll see what happens. Talk soon. Okay, honestly, 100% honestly this time. This is all I'm gonna do. I just see how this edge of this higher chroma meets with the lower chroma, and this higher value meets with the lower value. I don't like that. I need to bring this into here a little bit. That's going to be it though. I'm not doing any more work tonight. But I have to do that because I have to be able to sleep. So, what do we have here? A little bit of yellow ochre and burnt umber and a little bit of, we have our greens. Is that right? That's nope. That's too low of value or high value or low value. I'm going to add a bit of white to that and a little bit more yellow ochre. Where do we sit now? Well, we're getting closer to this. Okay, a little more yellow ochre. Too much green in that. A little more yellow ochre. Okay. Let's do it. And let's not cover every square millimeter with paint. A little texture wants to show through. Let's just let it do its thing. Start fixating on silly things is just a bad idea. Okay, that at least carries a little bit further against the tree and then goes up. And let's just throw some straight yellow ochre in there as well. Don't be so afraid of color, Phil. Come on. But I want that stroke to be like that. And this stroke to be like this. And blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think that's, there's not much, but I think it's an improvement. Oops. Okay, now we're done for the moment. That's just a whole bunch of lying and deceit. I'm so sorry. Well, not really.